Have you ever looked up at the night sky, filled with countless stars, and wondered, where did all of this come from? It's one of the most profound questions we can ask. How did our universe, our world, everything we know, begin? Let's take a journey back in time, to the very first moment of existence. About 13.8 billion years ago, everything, all matter, all energy, all of space itself, was compressed into an unimaginably hot, dense point smaller than a single atom. We call this a singularity. Then, in a fraction of a second, something incredible happened. This point didn't explode in the way we might think of an explosion. Instead, space itself began to expand at an unbelievable speed. This event is what we call the Big Bang. In the first few moments after the Big Bang, the universe was a chaotic soup of fundamental particles and energy. It was incredibly hot, trillions of degrees, too hot for even atoms to form. As the universe continued to expand, it also began to cool down. It was like steam condensing into water. After a few minutes, things had cooled enough for the first atomic nuclei to form, mostly hydrogen and helium, the lightest elements in the periodic table. But the universe was still a dark, foggy place. It took another 380,000 years for it to cool enough for electrons to be captured by these nuclei, forming the first stable atoms. When this happened, light could finally travel freely through space for the first time. This first light is something we can still detect today, a faint glow all around us, known as the cosmic microwave background radiation. It's like an ancient echo of the universe's birth. For millions of years, the universe was mostly dark, filled with vast clouds of hydrogen and helium gas. But gravity, the silent architect of the cosmos, was patiently at work. It slowly began to pull these gas clouds together into denser and denser clumps. As these clumps grew, the pressure and temperature at their centers skyrocketed. Eventually, it became so hot and dense that nuclear fusion ignited. Stars were born. These first stars were cosmic giants, hundreds of times more massive than our own sun. They blazed brightly and burned through their fuel incredibly quickly, living for only a few million years. Inside these stellar furnaces, heavier elements were forged: carbon, oxygen, iron, the very building blocks of life and planets. When these massive stars reached the end of their lives, they exploded in spectacular supernovas, scattering those newly created heavy elements across the cosmos. This enriched dust and gas then became the raw material for the next generation of stars and planetary systems, including our own. Our solar system formed from one such cloud about 4.6 billion years ago. Gravity pulled most of the material into the center to form our sun. The remaining disk of dust and gas swirled around it, clumping together to form the planets, asteroids, and comets. And on one of these planets, a small rocky world in just the right spot, the complex chemistry of life eventually emerged. So, when you look up at the stars, remember that you're not just looking at distant lights. You're looking at the history of the cosmos. Every atom in your body was forged in the heart of a star that lived and died long ago. We are, in the most literal sense, made of stardust. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. It's an incredible story, isn't it? The journey from a single point to the vast, intricate cosmos we see today. If you found this journey through time as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of our universe. Thanks for watching, and keep looking up.